The real goat. I mean, the one that eats hay and lives in a barn, eats grass-fed goat. It's a new delicacy.
Wolf, Will's talked a lot about the depth on the offensive line and just how thin it is really behind Malik. Just how much of a concern is that going into the season?
Well, I think it's something that we have obviously addressed as a coaching staff, and we're aware of it. And there's a daily thought process, what we do after practice, between practices, post-practice, walkthroughs, to really put those young guys in a position where they can learn. And at offensive line, there's a lot of intricacies and fundamental things that these guys haven't been exposed to, especially when they're live reps. Sometimes you can walk through things a little bit, and that makes, they're obviously assignment correct then, but then when the bullets start flying, you need to somehow slow that down, and that'll come with confidence and reps. So being it's day 2 pads, we still have some things we need to clean up, but we have some guys that have potential, and that's encouraging for the future.
Have any of those new guys, just from a strength perspective, really stood out so far?
From a strength perspective, I would say right now, just going across the board, Malik is a guy that's running with the twos there. He has game experience. He can play left and right. We got Javon Gwynn in at left guard right there. He has a lot of physical strength. Right now the game's a little bit fast for him, much like it was for the freshmen in spring ball. So we're working on that. Football is important to him, so that'll come along, and I expect him to continue to progress. At the center position, Chandler Farrell's done a really good job. Hank Manos is another guy that's repping at center that's 294 pounds now. He's put on almost 20 pounds since he's been here, and he's playing at a higher level. So we feel good about where we are there coming forward. And then, you got a right guard, you got Jordan Rhodes, a guy that hasn't really played a lot of football in his life. And he really flashes. And when I say flash, what I'm talking about is he shows the ability that he could even be a starter someday. He has that kind of ability, and the good Lord's blessed him with a lot of talent. And I'm encouraged by him, and it'll be interesting to see where it is when we go out there on game 1. And then at right tackle, you got Dylan Wanham there, and he's a tremendously talented guy. I've been really impressed with his football IQ, his retention. You correct him one time, and you don't have to usually correct him again unless he's like real tired or something and just has a lapse. But he's got a bright future ahead of him, and we feel good about that group of guys right there, giving us a good 6, 7, 8, 9 potential there. And I've really never been anywhere where you really ever had more than hopefully 8. But we showed last year we had to play with 9 different ones. So. We'll get them ready, though. I'm encouraged by that.
And how important was it to get that kind of experience from those guys? I know it hurt you during the year a little bit, but how much does it help you going into this year?
Well, there's no doubt it's going to help us. And, Coach Muschamp, his awareness and his ability to look, a year down the road, really, and he enables us as coaches to get those guys extra opportunities to do that, get extra reps in practice, those kind of things. And his foresight is really what's going to make a difference with our program.
How have you seen Blake Camper develop over the last year or so to move into right tackle?
Blake basically, saw the light, I guess you'd say. He made a decision basically this past winter here, that he was going to change his body. He was going to do the things away from the building here when you're not here to become a good football player. And he changed his body, his commitment, and his confidence is at a higher level. And, he's a guy that we're counting on. It's a shame, really, that he didn't get a redshirt year his first year, because really he should have 2 more years with us. But it is what it is. We don't have any rearview mirrors. We're moving forward. And Blake, so far, has made some really good progress, and we're encouraged by that.
While the new guys get up to speed, Wolf, how important is it for a guy like Malik to be there as kind of your 6-man jack of all trades, just in case something happens?
Malik's very valuable to our program. In spring ball, he did some things at defensive line, came back to offensive line. He's a guy that right now he's the first guy in the game. So depending on what happens at what tackle position, he would be the first guy at this very moment to go in a football game. And he's got to continue to improve also, and he's working at it. And at some point here at the midway point of camp, I'd like to get him some reps at guard just to kind of be able to evaluate him there and see if he's a guy who can play 4 spots just opposed to 2.